My ex is liking my Instagram posts. What does this mean? Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about what does it mean when your ex is liking your Instagram posts. So I also made 2 videos on my ex is watching my Instagram stories, and also my ex followed me on Instagram. So go and check out those videos if your ex has also done this. But there will be some common threads that go throughout all of these videos, and this one included, basically on what it means when your ex is acting this way on social media. So basically the first thing that I want to point out is it's best to assume that it means nothing. It's best to assume that it doesn't mean that they like you still, or it doesn't mean that they miss you, it doesn't mean that they want you back. Just assume it means nothing, because this is especially goes for those people that want their ex back, right? So if you want your ex back and you think that them liking your posts means that they miss you and they want you to contact them, you could end up contacting them and saying, I miss you, do you want to get back together? And they may say to you, what are you talking about? I don't want to get back together with you. So it's best to assume it means nothing, so you don't fall into this trap of thinking they want you, and because you want them back, you should reach out to them and message them, because that might not be what's going on. So it's best to just assume at the beginning that it means nothing. So apart from them missing you and them still liking you, what else could this mean? Why could they be doing this? What is the reason behind them to do this? So one of the reasons why they might be liking your posts on Instagram is that they might just be trying to be supportive. They might just want to support you. So perhaps, they don't want there to be any more hard feelings between you two. So them liking your stuff might be them trying to say, it's okay, I support you, we can still be friends. The next reason is that they might just want to be friends with you. They might just want to, be pally with you, and that's why they're liking your stuff. So another reason why they may be liking your stuff and engaging with your social media content is because maybe they are just keeping you around as backup. So the reason that they still follow you, they still like your posts, is because they want you there. So if things go wrong with the new person that they might be with, or the new person that they like, or if they can't find a new relationship, perhaps they're just keeping you around as backup so they can reach out to you at some point, and try something again with you, just as like a backup. And some people actually do this. This is something I personally wouldn't do. But sometimes people are just afraid of going it alone, so they like to keep their exes in the background. They like to keep people who they've dated in the background. So even though they might not be necessarily interested in you, they just don't feel confident enough going it alone. So they want to have these orbiters and these people in the background that they can fall back on if they can't find anyone, which is a very insecure thing to do, but it is something that people do. And both men and women do this. I think mostly women do this, but it is something that both sexes do. So, I personally don't want to be anyone's backup. That's not something that I would want. But again, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's best to assume that them liking your posts actually mean nothing. So they might be doing it to be supportive. They might be doing it because they want to be friends with you. They might be doing it because they want to keep you as a backup or a booty call. Or it very well could be the fact that they still have feelings for you. But the point is that you just don't know. There's no way you can know, because each person is different. So if this situation happens to someone else, then perhaps that ex of that person likes them and still wants them back. But unfortunately, not everyone is the same, so there could be multiple reasons why they are liking your posts. There's no clear cookie-cutter way of knowing what this actually means. So it could be a multifaceted of reasons. Perhaps they are still kind of interested in you, but the reason why they're liking your posts is because they're just trying to be supportive, or they might just be trying to be supportive and nothing else. They might mostly be doing it because they want to be friends with you, but they're also liking your post because maybe they just want to keep you around as a booty call. So as I was editing this video, something just came to me. One of the reasons, which is probably the most obvious, one of the reasons why they might be liking your social media posts is simply because they liked the post. They just thought it was good. So you know. So that's obviously one of the most obvious reasons. But obviously this depends if they are always liking your posts or if they just like a post now and again. If you have any tips on why an ex might like someone's Instagram posts, then leave them in the comments below, as it may help out some other people. So more of a big sign that your ex does still have feelings for you and does still care about you is if they reach out. That's more of an indication. Them simply liking your stuff isn't a strong enough sign that they like you and want you back. But if they message you, that is more of an indication. Now, of course, it depends on the kind of message that they send you. If they send you a message saying, I'm sending your stuff over later, then obviously, you know, oh, I've packed up your things, can you come and collect them? Then obviously that doesn't mean that they want you back, obviously. But, you know, they could send you a message after a few weeks and say something like, hey, how are you? Or they might bring up something, you know, kind of random. So it could be like, oh, do you remember that time when we did this? Or do you still have this? Or I watched that movie the other night that you really liked, it's really good. They may bring up something like that. Or they might just simply say, hey, how are you? And basically when they are doing that, try and facilitate getting together if you obviously want to get back with your ex. Now obviously if you don't want to get back with your ex and they message you, then obviously you don't have to reply to them. If it annoys you that they're liking your posts, then you could always unfollow them and block them, so you don't have to put up with that anymore. But if you do want them back, if they reach out to you, facilitate and make plans to meet up, arrange to meet up. Now obviously if this person hurt you, then you don't want to do that. So if the breakup was their fault, then don't make any plans to meet up with them. They need to apologize to you and they need to make plans with you. But if it was, let's say, your fault, so you broke up with them for like a really silly reason, or you did something to hurt them that made them break up with you, then obviously you need to be the one that actually reaches out to them and apologize if you haven't already. If you've already apologized, then obviously you don't need to apologize again. But if it was your fault and you haven't apologized yet and you want them back, then you should apologize to them. And this, you know, it's the same with them. You know, if it was their fault and they're the reason why the breakup happened, then they need to reach out and apologize to you. And if someone can't own up to their mistakes, if someone that you were with is not willing to apologize and they're too proud, then that's not something that you want. That's not the kind of person that you want to be with anyway. So you probably dodged a bullet there. You need to be with someone who is responsible, who owns up to their mistakes. You don't want to be with someone that can't even apologize for something that was clearly their fault. So let's go through this again just quickly. You know, if your ex is liking your posts, assume it means nothing, because it's more of an indication that they want you back and they still like you if they actually reach out to you. So they call you up or they message you. Liking posts, you know, it could mean nothing. They might be just randomly scrolling through their phone and just liking photos, you know, that you don't know what's going on. It could also mean that, you know, they're just trying to be supportive or they want to be friends with you. They might be just liking your post because they're just trying to keep you around in their life, and keep your interest, basically, so they can have you as a backup or a booty call. Or it could still mean that they have feelings for you and they still like you. But you know, if it's their fault that the breakup happened, they need to reach out to you and apologize, and then you guys can meet up if you want them back. Or if it was your fault that the breakup happened, then you need to apologize to them, facilitate meeting up. But if you don't want them back, then you could always block them, you could unfollow them, just get rid of them, because you don't have to have them on your social medias. You don't have to have them on your pages. There's no reason for that. You know, it's okay to block someone, even if they think it was like, oh, why did they block me? That's so immature. Like, who cares what they think? If you don't want them in your life and you don't want them to like your posts, you don't want to see their stories, you don't want to see any notifications from them, then just get rid of them. There's no reason that you need to keep them around. Okay, it's your life, you can do what you want, it's your social media page. But again, if you do want them back and the breakup was your fault, you need to apologize to them if you haven't done so already. But if it was their fault, they need to apologize to you. They need to get you back. Another thing as well, avoid posting anything on Instagram that is kind of sappy, like quotes that are directed at your ex. Just anything that is directed towards your ex or is about your ex. Even if you think you're doing it subtly, your ex will probably be thinking, is this about me? You know, even if they're not 100% sure, they will probably still think, is this about me? And they'll find it very immature. They'll probably find it very annoying and very needy and insecure. And obviously, if you're trying to get back with your ex, then you want to avoid coming across that way at all costs. So don't post anything on social media that is directed at them, even if you are trying to be very subtle about it, because even if you are subtle, they will probably be able to tell that it's about them. So it's best to not put any mushy quotes, no song lyrics, you know, any of that kind of crap. So avoid doing it, especially if you want your ex back. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Again, if you have any ideas on what it could mean if an ex is liking your Instagram posts, then please leave it down in the comments for other people to look at and read, to see your experiences or to get your insights, because we're all trying to help each other here. If you would like coaching with me personally and you need help with a specific situation, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop to get coaching with me. Alternatively, you can send me a quick email using the email address provided in this video's description box. If there's anything that you would like me to discuss in a future video, please leave it in the comments and I shall make a video on it as soon as I can. Please like, please subscribe, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.